Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just welcome. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just welcome. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winternomics.
You better believe it. Ivy is a prop for the set today. Ivy, we appreciate your cooperation. Thank you so much. She's very camera shy. Ivy, they're ready for your close up. She got a full tummy. Wow, she looks crazy. Cool. What up, peace outside? After we're done torturing the whole Discord this morning for sentiment reads, boy, yeah, this is Real Nomics Angel Eyes, no kitty eyes here, but interesting times. So, how many of you in this chat now made it through Discord this morning? Pretty dead, right? Hundreds and hundreds of people who came in to look for intel on how this all works, but all too afraid to say anything. And now much, much more constrained. Just a few people who are awake, who are all the ones who are winning. That's how it works, right? You can't really tell people a good idea. And you can put it in front of them and you just watch what most people do with it. Generally, there's a rule of thumb. If the idea's got utility and most people are looking in the wrong direction, you go the other way. Had to go off halfway to the meeting, all good. You know, most people don't really want help. They just want constant reassurances that what they believe is the truth, and those people lose. That's most of the world today. 93 viewers a day. Yeah, that's about where we start at. Let's see where it works that way too. Maybe I'm expecting lower numbers. At the end of the day, the deeper the markets go, the quieter the rooms get. As a sample of the population goes, the more wrecked people are. That's kind of the thing. So there's almost no way to jar people the fuck out of their stupid shit. You can just kind of, shake the tree and a couple people fall out. Most of them stay up there. That's all you get. You can't save everybody. There's no room that should ever promise everybody to make money, because that's a lie, because everybody want to do the same shit. Well, the bulk of them will do the same shit, which is not valuable. Only a few do something that's actually, relatively valuable to all the rest. And you can tell them the formula for it all fucking day. And most people look at you at their ass and be like, they're sure they know better. Do you know what you call students who come to a teacher's class and tell them how to teach it? Cocksuckers. You know who you are. Right? So if you're just an unteachable, stupid piece of shit, you can leave. Alright? But don't try to fucking force me to show you shit you don't fucking understand in the way you think you need to get it. That's just an unteachable fucking fucktard. And that's most of what seems to have come into my Discord lately. So if you're that, get the fuck out. Straight up. We don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out. Anyways. So, 100 viewers, 50 likes. Hey, my haters do watch this show. That's the thing. One of the big reasons that I'm still around is those fuckers are so dumb that every time the market bombs them in the face, they show up here. Because they fucking know. That's why I got all your OGs in my DMs for fucking half a decade. Because they don't know shit. They just scam people and rob people and fucking make money off that. And when the market kicks them in the face, hey, so how does it actually work? They don't know shit. They're just criminals. Can we have a look at COP? Maybe. Can you check Cotton? I know that name. Didn't you once renounce your religious figure and said you swore allegiance to the holy eggplant? I remember you. I do remember that. Yeah, you should definitely stop using your real name everywhere. That makes it pretty obvious to catch your ass. Come on, dude. This is the internet. Don't you know how this works yet? That was the day we all realized that fucking no one really believes in Islam, right? Once you got that statement, they're like, what the fuck? It's like, for money, you'll renounce a religion where you believe somebody's always watching you? None of you believe that dumb shit. That's why I was asking you guys. You think fucking God's watching you while you're plowing your fucking chick's asshole? No, you don't. None of you believe that crap. If you all thought supernatural beings are watching all the time, you'd behave. All you religious people are just a cult of fucking retardos. Total garbage. And you don't believe that shit. That's why I made you renounce it and say you fucking worship the infinity eggplant. And then you got mad. And I'll totally clown you for that shit coming back on here too, because I threw your ass off my fucking channel for a reason, because I can't respect people who do that shit. So it's not different here. I am that motherfucker. I don't give a shit. Anyways, this ain't about your fucking feelings. This is about keeping it fucking 100. So if you come here with your fake religions you don't believe in, I'm gonna clown you. You come in with your racist bullshit, I'm gonna really clown you. Main thing to work in this ecosystem, be a fucking decent person at your own standards of decency. Just achieve that, and we'll have a great working relationship. You come with your fucking lies and crap, I'm gonna fucking salt you up. Worship the eggplant, bitch. Soon, bitches. Soon. Soon. Yeah, I'm a little sick still, so I'm gonna have me a little fun. Wow, I'm hot as balls in this thing. Coughing up a little blood this morning, but I think I'm gonna live. I don't think it's COVID. I think it's something else. 113. You wonder why anybody shows up for this show, right? Because it makes you money. That's why, motherfucker. Which way are you gonna bow to the Mecca in space? Always the best question you've ever heard. Yeah, I don't think they were planning to leave the planet, so I didn't spend any of the oil making any rockets. I didn't think about that part. Like, oh shit, everyone else is leaving. We better come up with a space program. Yeah, way to waste fucking like 40 years worth of like unlimited resources and do nothing but diamond stud cars. Derp. You wonder how the Middle East got beat? Fucking that. That right there. Don't need credit, unlimited money. What's your biggest dream? Fucking staring at the floor. In the end times, most people would no longer see most of the stars because most people forget to look up. That's one of those things they interpret from Revelations. But we all know you biblical ones read your books, right? Because you know that too. No, you don't. You don't read any of that shit because you don't believe it. Only church you should visit. Church of Kansas motherfucking Christ. That's what it is. None of y'all can pray for that paycheck that's paying for your house, right? Because if that works, you just do that shit. I'm just saying. Besides, you know how weird it is to beg some fucking like universal being for favors? Isn't that like a cuckold bitch? Who the fuck owes you shit? And if you kiss someone's ass, you're gonna get presents forever? No one thinks that sounds fucking stupid? Just saying. You wonder where 90% of the planet loses from? When 90% of the planet believes you're going to eternal, everlasting life with free gifts for fucking sucking dick? Gee, I wonder how you lost an entire planet, stupid. Anyways, 90% lose at everything. Don't be in the 90. There ain't nothing scarce about a billion Christians, Muslims, or any of that other shit. Just a pack of idiots, you know, with the same idea. That they all got a 6. Just crazy. Even Ivy knows it's retarded. Anyways. Yeah, this shit's only crazy. So one, if you're stuck in that world, you believe any of this shit's true, you shouldn't trade. You're not capable of rational thought. If you believe in things you can't verify, that's the definition of an extreme bias and maximalism. So if you're wondering where people get trained into maximalist thought, patterns, it starts young. All right, good way to open the Friday. I got the flu. I haven't slept properly since like 1 a.m. I've been coughing up blood. All you motherfuckers gonna get it this morning, god damn it. All y'all gonna get it. I just want to make sure. Can you read my lips? Sell them stories and take over the tangible stuff. Yeah. Well, let's see. 90% of the planet's waiting for paradise after they're dead and no one can verify. 10% of them own the planet, and 1% of them is building spaceships to get other planets. Do you understand zero-sum game yet, motherfucker? I don't know. Anybody get this? 1% of your planet is working on getting other planets. 90% are bowing to deities they never saw and got told about when they're 6 and they're sure about now. Come on, when you say it like that, you really can't miss it, even if you're one of the dummies, right? It's just fucking stupid. It's funny. No, I it was pretty hilarious. I traded with some guys who, were of that faith, and they wouldn't short stocks because they didn't believe in margin. But they use margin to go long stocks. I'm telling you, when there's no logic in that shit, there's no logic in that shit. It's just retarded. Because they're against usury, so you can't pay interest. And so it's understood you're going to take margin to short a stock. But if you buy a leverage, you're also going to take margin and pay interest. So you're still paying the usury, but they never related that. So they only couldn't short. And if you understand what shorting is, let's look at something. What does shorting mean exactly? Let's have a little conversation, because we did aren't we a pair the other night? What does shorting Mana USD mean? What does shorting Apple mean? Buying Apple and selling dollars is longing Apple. But shorting it with a position I don't own means I'll have to borrow the shares, pay interest, and sell Apple and buy the dollar. You mean going long the reverse fucking fraction because you're fucking stupid, which means you're always long and short one half of an expression, so there's no version of where shorting is different than longing, unless you're a fucktard that can't read fractions from left to right? That is how you avoided usury? Right. So this is how you lost the planet. Stop being stupid. And nobody cares. Right? Ridiculous. Got it? Fucking ridiculous. You can't go short or long without the other half being the opposite. You dumb sack of crap. it's totally stupid. But, you know, there are people who will tell you how to see fund managers. I don't believe in shorting stocks. The second you see that, he goes in your idiot list. You don't believe in fucking shorting? Do you even understand how fucking trading works? You monkey motherfucker. Buy USD and sell the stock. Sell the stock, buy USD. You know, or reverse it. All you ever do is a two-sided transaction. You always short something, you retarded motherfucker. It's totally ridiculous. But yes, if you hear that kind of general conversation, just don't argue with those people. Just put them in a list. Don't put them in a list. They can see you on Twitter, bitch. Make a fucking hidden list for that person because he's an emotional retard. And just watch the idiot and don't stand where it stands. And it's going to be better than any fucking coded indicator I can give you. Anyway, third grade math beat the world and most fund managers. What the fuck? All right. I think I'm ready. How's everybody doing? I'm feeling ready. I'm ready. For me money. Everything in life is a trade, long or short. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I should do more shows. I'm like beyond delirious, man. I've been up for a while. I'll fuck with my Discord. So crazy sentiment reads, right? Definitely a lot of quiet out there. Definitely a lot of damage. That's what that means. As bear markets decline, pretty much everybody just shuts the fuck off. If any of you are around, I know many of you can't recall the 2001 cycle, you know, of a crash. This crash is in scale larger than everything you've ever seen. You know, I think the crash of the internet bubble was in the $2 trillion range, and the crash of the banking crisis was in the $3 trillion range. And this crisis right now with crypto, NFT, everything involved is somewhere north of $7 trillion. So it's the biggest nominal version that we've ever seen. But always remember, all things are relative. As you decline into the depths of hell, right, and the people who are going to allow the bomb to form die off, you know, whether, in markets conceptually or like literally from fucking to destruction, it is something that has to happen to allow you to bottom, right? The only reason that markets are a good idea to buy in March of 2009 is because there's nobody left to sell it. And conversely, at all-time highs, you know, when everybody's FOMO bull, there's nobody left to buy your idea. A lot of people get caught up in a misunderstanding that if a ton of people own Bitcoin, the price should stay at X level. That's not how prices work, right? Prices work in an auction system where there is a gotta be a demand, and flow through of value to keep the liquidity in a certain place. It doesn't matter how many people own Bitcoin, right? If, let's say, everybody on the planet owns some Bitcoin, all of you, who's gonna have a bid in the order book? Get it? The first person to sell can erase the whole fucking floor. So it hasn't got actually shit to do with how many of you own a coin that dictates if it stays up or down. But that's a general misconception. There's so many people own Bitcoin. There's a fucking country buying it. Right, but it's about velocity of capital that actually fucking, actually dictates its price stability. So it doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work that way. Luna crash has to be the biggest in history. It's like $100 billion. Now there's bigger crashes than that. Pretty sure. I have to look it up, but I don't think it's the biggest single thing that crashed. I know Enron fucking 20 years ago crashed, and he was 70 billion. And there've been many wipeouts since the banking crisis. Trust me, multiple north of $100 billion entities aided that thing. So likely not, but I don't know for sure, so I'd have to confirm it. Just watched SpongeBob with your kid this morning. Sounds like a good time spent. I love SpongeBob. Just don't stand where the retard stands. That's all you can do. You can't save him from himself, but you can use him to make a objective read on where danger lies, and that's what we do. So where are we at? 8:35. A little short on time again. All right, let's see what we got up here. All right, thanks for making it easy on the scorecard section because I'm dying. I really can't read a bunch of these today. That's so painful. Holy crap. Extended double dicky do. Did you add something onto this that was not necessary? It doesn't need to be more phallic. Got a few plays in the UVixie and JKS, giving 22 Rs and 7-point Rs. Very nice. Who's this? Gabriello. What's up, dude? Met him in Brooklyn. Cool guy. After several warnings by Kaz and the VIX flagging, I was able to play the rotation when the market was de-risking. Given that the VIX is a chart that I always pay attention to, I can use that energy to trade the UVixie. Correct. Thanks, Kaz, for the heads up. Also, after following JKS for some time, I saw an opportunity to practice the double dicky do across 2 different plays. All right, let's see the double. So this is the green dildo. Very nice. Wow, you survived from the depths of hell. If you took it there, probably shit yourself down there. But this is sick. Really good, dude. And your other one was JKS. Cool. Yeah, pretty clean. Got to say, looks like you got it, mate. Double dicky do, right in your do. How'd I do in that, Cardi? Was that authentic? Was that Birminghamish? All right, good stuff. I like it. So that was short and sweet. Let's see what CNBC is juicing the crowd with this morning. Crowd is sleeping. Whole room's not talking. Market's pumping. So BTC, you guys got a little pump on that yesterday. We're going to help you with our angel eyes. I'm sick, but don't worry, I can still see straight. BTC. So we showed you yesterday, right? Market had some sentiment things come into the session. We noted that on crypto Twitter. And then we also showed you, right, the most important level that you've got left before BTC can return to the world it came from years and years ago is this. It's the last line in the sand, right? You always remember support and resistance. A lot of people always think support and resistance is like highs and lows, but it's also congestion, right? It's where people are. And so when you have something that's rapid like this, there's nothing here in the entire history of Bitcoin to create any real, roadblocks to slow it down. So under here is the danger. And so this is the line in the sand. If you guys have played BTC long enough, oh man, damn, all that analysis gone forever, guys. I had to delete it all. It was too hot to handle. Sorry about that. I'm just going to have to enjoy that analysis I just saw for myself. Yeah, it's too late. It's too late, guys. It's over. The BTC segment that you all came for, it's flown the coop. All right, let's try that again. All right, my bad. So last show we talked about this level, right? The level underneath the Grandma Shockwave. This is the last place that you have any support because this rapid movement from the old system to this range carries no volume. Right, and we know that volume has to do with support and resistances. So we don't have any there. So if we get under this shit, Armageddon's next for crypto. So this is kind of the state of execution now, much like it was through 2021. Right, so I don't know why it was off. Right, so if you just look at this, you guys can tell where the real volume of the BTC is. Right, it's just not up here. So coming down to this system where, and deep down in the system, I don't think we have to go deep down in the system at all, but I think when you make the contact with the last high, you pay attention to that if you do that. For the time being though, this is a risk asset on a key level support, real shit sentiment on Twitter, real shit sentiment in Discord. That means these motherfuckers won't be around to play. That's why you pay attention to that, right? Because chance favors a prepared mind. And while you're in your fucking salt, bitch, you're far from being in a prepared mind. So let's take a look at some other goodies here. USDT, big thing to keep track of. So he's kind of your stay of execution, right? He pumps again, BTC breaks that level. So that's what you're watching. So this is our projected bull flag. Didn't quite do that exactly. So he's right here at the base. If he goes, barely is a new bull flag at that trajectory. So, okay, we'll give him that. So now that's the structure you're watching, right? How far does he go? So this is the same projection. We just don't know how far he's going to go. He's broke out. He doesn't turn into just a big fucking mega wick, which this level of breakout looks like he could sustain. If he rotates up again, BTC goes to that level, and pretty much everything here sets up for the wave down that knocks out like Sailor, Kathy, and a bunch of people. So you structurally have a level to confirm that with now in ETH, all right, sitting over here around 2000, actually 1930. And this is like a lower resolution system, not like the one from 2017, right, which is this. This is a lower resolution system that ETH is sitting on, and ETH will bear down to its 2017 system also if he gets that shot. So You guys, this is the line in the sand. You definitely pay attention to this. For as long as we hold the line in the sand, a whole bunch of markets will likely stall. All right, and so that's what we see right now. As the VIX kind of structures out what was still this bull flag and is still chopping around within the range. Some people probably draw a narrowing shockwave at this point. You don't need to. It's just more lines you don't need. Let's get this shit the fuck off of there because that's getting ridiculous. I can't see shit. That's fine. So we're watching the VIX. This level up here, that's your alert, right? He goes back through this base. Probably pay attention to that too, and pay attention to all the Nomics ranges you have. Total, we take a total, same level we talked about BTC hit. We have a corresponding level for the same BTC grandma shockwave. It comes from the same point also last summer where BTC made that low. So this is key for everything that's not Bitcoin and total too. Right, it's going to be a broad-based move if this level gives itself up. That's all you know. So, there's definitely a lot of people in the right sentiments to kill a lot of people out there to wash this out and make for another amazing buy in this at what looks like insane price discount, and a discount that will be big enough for most people to be like, it's too late, right? That's how no one wants this down here, because the discount's so big, it's just over, bro. And that's what allows the bottom. You need that. You need these crying little bitches to come out. You need Kathy's big old dick to fucking start, sobbing some tears. I need them to apologize for the fucking stupidity and destruction they caused everybody. When you start seeing that, you're closer to the bottom. Right now, all you got is Jim Cramer saying she's a fucktard. As soon as a couple more of them come out, right, you're closer and you're closer and you're closer. And eventually Kathy will say she's a fucktard if she's not completely without conscience. She'll admit she's a piece of shit on some level. And that's really your giant sentiment read for the bottom, right? What up, baby? You ready to make your cameo again? All right, let's do it. Let's do some TA. Here, we'll put your paws up on the desk. Let's go. Take your daughter to work day. I'm with it. She's so cute. All right. So that's total. So let's go back to SPY. We never started crypto first. Let's go get our Ragnarok sheet because this motherfucker means it's no good. I haven't even seen him in the chat. He's probably just fucking gloating about the destruction he's caused. All right, so projections. You guys remember this badass projection? We dropped you something really cool with this too, because we know you want to study this stuff and not really talk to me, right? So I made sure you could. Those of you who know you learn it better from me that know better. But if you think you're the man, you go for it, or the woman. Right? This is our video clip from yesterday, and this is the stages of the projection, from each show. You look at it like this is basically a location of when we're beginning to look for the rotation and the projection for it. Energy gives us an amazing swing level. That's what you need, right? Energy swing level, waiting for the rotation, have some good levels here. But for you guys, right, energy is good enough. Ba-boom, bang. Potential target zone, caution, boom, bang. Now where are we today? And what looks like a fucking bear flag. Underneath the same swing level the gap through was. So this is key, right? This level matters this morning. So I would pay attention to this, right? You're not in a good fucking place. There's a lot of things that look like shit, and it's pretty crazy, right? Because futures aren't terrible this morning, right? NQ's up pretty good, but they're up from the depths of hell, right? So when we look at Qs, really, there's the last bear flag we drew on this, right? Bear flag down, bear flag. On a low res, she's a bear flag, right? But the one thing you have is the trend is highly extended. This is kind of where you can catch possible fucking situations like a smaller reversal that goes into a larger bear flag, right? And this guy goes up here and then comes down anyway. So you're a little exhausted to the downside, but you're also in a position in the market where VIX kind of tells you there's a greater lean towards just fucking, getting the fuck back to cash than trying to figure out what the bottom is. Some people are just starting to fucking give the fuck up. Guys like CRM, these dudes who are now fucking fishing enormous discounts, right? This was a Pelosi fucking special, just went straight to the earth. Valuations are going pretty nuts on this guy, right? There's just a significant amount of billions that had to come out to do this, and it's not retail. So very, very serious situation here. Complete gap through this last low. Didn't even entertain it underneath this. But this is exhausted, right? This is a moon pump. If you guys were in a bull fucking markup, this would look fucking parabolic. This is parabolic down. Zoom, CCL, a lot of these guys, right, they're part of the big crash that we're in. And like I said, how much meat's left on the bone? Probably not that much. But this can also be deceptive because it's a linear chart, right? From here to the bottom of there is actually still 30%. She's got room to do shit, right? Arc, retard. She's bouncing, Aries said, she's got a little strength in the zone. There's a couple things in the zone with BTC where it is. But like we said about how bottoms form too in the show, you're going to have time to play this if it's going to be starting its formation now. And if Kathy's going to survive, it'll give you a structure to fuck with. Sentiment-wise, I don't think the market's ready to bottom until people like that don't survive the cycle. That's what I've seen historically is the people who are the bad actors who help create these things are destroyed by these things. So Kathy, if you're watching, you suck. Clip that. Send it to her. You suck. You're a fucking criminal piece of shit. Kramer was just nice to you. You're a cunt. Fucking people's lives over while fucking pretending to worship some fucking god you don't. Lying ass bitch. Alright. Hey, that's a memo. So let's check a couple other stocks. Apple, good market stock to pay attention to. We showed you this level. If you came through it, holy fucking wow. He recoiled it and then deflected straight off of it. So Apple being your biggest stock in the market, this is not shit you want to see. This level, this angle we had up here from a previous show, this is COVID lows. He violated that angle. He never broke high, and now he's fully under it. So that trend's broken. But you could look at Apple a different way. So maybe he can help us time the pullback too, because he's not pulling back like as deep as Zooms and these crash guys, right? When the market resumes, normal risk assumption, he is likely one of your leaders in it. That's still something, especially if he has these AR glasses coming that we think he's got. So you don't really have a clean bull flag structure yet, just kind of high velocity down. What do we talk about previous systems? Remember this? This is a trigger from a previous system. See where Apple is. See he's got a little pre-market action. He can have interaction here. That bear flag, it's dildo rules. If he's going to gas, he's going to gas down hard under open. Otherwise, the market might dick off, chop people on what looks like a decent inflection level across a couple assets for now. And it maybe burns a Friday, makes you think about it, and gaps over the weekend. That being said, it's Friday. Take precautions playing into Friday. With the volatility that you have, you go into the weekend, get one fucking news story. It's a whole nother shit show. Right? Oh yeah, DXY things. So DXY, this is a critical thing we spoke about. So you get a break if this thing doesn't blow a 7-year shockwave out in a single push. It's very unusual, something moving at this angle of attack and then accelerating into near vertical angle of attack would sustain a break cleanly. It's probably one of the more rare things you will see. Unless it's some cataclysmic fucking news, it's almost going to give a reaction on a level like this with that kind of a bar. So we warned you about that on DXY, that it was highly unlikely he stayed the fuck out of there, right? He would have to do this and stay above the system to play. So you watch this bull flag to be the structure and he immediately failed the system. And there's a 7-year level. He bear flagged it in the last show we showed you, and then boom. Cool. We did this one from right here, right? So once he goes under it, this is a 2B, right? The 2B is a stop run pattern, right? From Victor Sprandeo. And the 2B pattern is basically just running through a level, triggering all the stops, and then dumping back under it and having ridiculous price position. The thing is, we all understand those really well. When you see this, you're like, oh yeah, dude, that's a wick. But it's about resolution things, right? This is a wick over here. What's this, May 6th? Let's see. I'll teach you something here. It's really good. Perspective things. Let's go to May 6th and let's look at that 2B you think is fucking, nothing. And let's put it on 3 minutes. 1 minute. What can we get away with back here? Right? The time it spends out there, right? It's really relative to the time frame you're looking at. But this break and attempt to set up a flag out here and then fucking going underneath the key level and creating a bear flag and getting wrecked, recognize it? All right? It's just at a resolution you think, okay, little wicks because you think little time frame is a wick. A wick can be in any resolution of time, right? And you can zoom into it and see its structure. We took a 30-minute candle, we zoomed in by a factor of 30. All we're doing up here is the same thing. This is a much bigger resolution of that, and it's exactly structurally identical. So you do from a week, you can drop down to 30. And this, oh wait, I gotta turn the stupid thing off. Yes. And that's what you got. See it? Fractal things. You can't even see that guy anymore. Cool, huh? So that's how 2B works. And this is why you wait and allow systems to be cleanly over structures this is the only real safeguard you can do against like the wick. Participating in a bang and eating that, allowing a structure to support itself, define a new system, and mark up is your only real protection. And you see shit like this, just get out of the way. Let it come back above the system. That help you guys with some of your ideas about getting wicked and stuff into entries? Should, right? I would think. 850. That's not bad. Pretty good macro. Got all that done. Sweet. All right. I covered DXY. I covered VIX. I covered BTC. I covered SPY. Looked at Apple. Okay, we got some good majors. And then let me see if I got anything else I want to show you on this side of things. If there's anything unique over here. Probably not. One sec. Nothing moving we care about over there. So NFTs haven't really done anything different since we looked at them. Give you guys a little NFT chart to pay attention to. If that level holds in Bitcoin, then that same Clonex chart we gave would probably proxy a few of the bigger fucking projects because our risk assumption is pretty correlated. So right now we kind of have a stay of execution on BTC's level, and that's what we wait to see what happens. All right, let me think. What are we at? What's going on? It's the Madoff thing. What? How did they get into this kind of position? I don't know what's going on here. I missed the convo. Can you do BA? Let's see what I can squeeze in. We got 10 minutes. I'm not actually struggling at the end of the 9 o'clock spot. So definitely want this to fit into the slot it's supposed to now. So you guys have enough prep time for markets. All right. What did you just say? COP, CT1, JKS. How are you asking JKS as a motherfucker just played JKS off the last show? We just asked JKS. Bitch, watch the other show. God damn it, not only remembers JKS. You motherfucker. What the hell was it? COP, CT1. Alright, COP. Worst show host ever. I know. But at least the intel is good. So, we had a guy on Discord. He said something funny, right? He's trying to survive the bear market of crypto. He was wait to another bull market. Do you think maybe you could just play another bull market instead of doing that? Because here's one. Not everything's de-risking, right? Oil looks pretty fucking good. So this guy's sitting in a place that I have no TA. Do I not have any TA on COP? Oh, what the fuck? That's not right. COP. Did I not do TA any ever on this fucking thing? Well, I got in my own personal charts. All right, fuck it. I guess we just never had him up on the show. I was really sure I had this guy up on the show at some point. Man. Anyways, so COP and a lot of these oil guys have done some really insane shit that you definitely don't want to fucking avoid looking at, right? That is a hell of a system break. You could probably look at him too from like this standpoint. All right. That's an uber stick. So like when I told you seeing levels blow out like this and sustain is very rare, but he's had like multiple tries at it, right? Fuck move here, fuck move there, and no one touches it there. So now he's above this, and you probably want to check like the highest level he's at because this is a significant break. And then, so he's, shockwaving a system above. The one thing that's risky is that if there's any kind of catalyst the other way, this is so extended the drop would be vicious. So there's definitely higher risk for the reward in fucking with these guys, and just the market's volatile on this end as oil volatility is correlating with market volatility. So you're having to play a bull trend in rising volatility. That is difficult, and that's why I told you derivatives help you in an environment like this. So this dude kind of looks, interesting. He looks like, oil. Let's check oil. That sucks so much ass. Let's see, oil. So we need to check him, right? He's really the guy's going to get us out of here. That's not it. CO1. Exclamation point. What the fuck? CO1. Exclamation point. There you go. Right, we've been watching this dude, remember? So we have our old fractal for oil from 2019 we've been using because Kathy's big old dick is stupid and doesn't realize that this was a thing fucking 3 years ago. But the forecasted embargo for oil, 2019, motherfucker. Yeah, fuck you, Kathy. Anyways, oil crisis was kind of obvious, motherfucker, if you weren't half asleep in the last 5 years. Shockwave we're watching, good level here. Let me see what's a not exactly precise line I should get rid of just to make sure. Okay, this box. So the box is fucking me up. That's just our interaction with our level back here. Our interaction back here is from, cool. Okay, from the 7 high. Sorry, I'm a little cloudy. So like the major high that led to this complete correction in oil is the level you're dicking off with now, right? This clears, those oil stocks keep going. There's a good chance of it, right? So you're watching this right now. No, it's all right. I'll make it out of the show. Don't worry, I won't die. Appreciate you. Um, the uh, the high right here and the high right here, and you're building up towards it. Probably put COP over this bitch and see what he looks like real quick. Let's see. It's gonna look a little janky, but am I retarded or where'd you go? Oh, there he is. So you see how much COP tracks the structure of oil, right? This all leaves, you end up with probably a bull and a whole bunch of fucking energy guys. So definitely pay attention to that. Right? Most people don't have their eyes on this because they're still trying to catch the growth names, right? They don't want to play the bull market. Don't you ever wonder how the fuck you get bull markets nobody's in? That's another great question, right? How are they going bull if none of you know to buy it? Because you ain't on the right side of that. It's a zero-sum system. It is you not being willing to buy it that allows the bull to begin. While you keep staring at Kathy's big, veiny fucking penis, you can't find your way into anything good. All you got is dick in your eye. So you gotta fucking like look around, right? Not everything's going fucking off a cliff. And energy is definitely one of those places. So CT1 for the blasphemer. The man who'd sell his soul for money. Let's see. You know I'll never let you out of that shit, boy. Fake ass religion. Fake ass follower. Cotton. So decent flag over that last system. I kind of say this, commodities are generally following kind of each other up, and it's like a real crazy inflationary spike. So this has been excessively steep. I mean, you see this many systems in a row, it's kind of like, okay, there's a chance of a big fucking counter structure to really fuck me in my ass if I just keep on playing these. And that's always the worry when you're in a really strong trend is you get the last part of this. God damn it. There it is. Fuck it. I gotta do it all over again. Alright, oil, cotton. That high from 95, this massive breakthrough. We're watching this level you broke over. Oh shit, not that. I got rid of my fucking drawings, you son of a bitch. CT1. Oh my fucking god. So let's try it again. Alright. See, I do it for you again. 1995, where the fuck are you? This. Up over that shit. Like so. So you're pretty well fucking like trained out on this. You're arcing higher, right? So it's part of the acceleration we're seeing commodities as a whole. As long as the fundamentals hold under the inflation picture that's driving prices like this, and people are on the wrong side of this, it can keep going as far as it needs to. But generally, when you start to see this, that's the danger, right? Once it starts to channel like that, today. I feel like I don't have enough data every time I do this. Like, there's a steepness you get where it starts to just be too ridiculous that it can become dangerous, like that. Once you see this and see accelerated out of it, then failed it. Once you see this kind of leaning trajectory, this is where the FOMO is at. This is where it's just gone so far that everyone who's like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Fucking Christ, it's going to pull back. You know what? This is going to the moon. That's the sentiment. Notice how it's different looking? It is a series of bull flags, but in a much more tighter sequence, right? It's not like these. That's usually a warning sign. You usually see me take this, and then I'll say the possibilities are you could get that guy, make a much bigger correction. Hell, you can come down here and then go up and fucking leave everybody in the dust. Right? So this is dangerous. There are fundamentals to keep driving it higher, but you definitely have to play tight in an environment like this. Biden says one fucking word about some kind of like proposal to the House to help alleviate pressure, even if it's not real, they can fucking dump bar you and take it right back up. So, that's the best context I can give you. Rising channel equals caution. Can it sustain this? Totally, right? That's what this is. But it's something that usually points to like, nearing the end of a cycle as far as I've seen. So that much is good. And then the last motherfucker asked for some shit I already did, JKS, just for the fuck of harassing you about this. That's not the JKS chart. JKS on the last show was like on the trigger level, right? Yeah. Did we show you this shit? No, it wasn't JKS. It was some other solar guy. So JKS, yeah, you guys had this. This guy, we had this system in back in the summer. Said he'd rotate, and he's been fighting this angle ever since, right? The angle comes from up here, and it's still the same angle. So I'd say probably watching the same trigger level still matters up here above all of this shit. You're watching this system right now to see if he goes up here and then gives you a chance to fuck around with it like that. Keep in mind that this is probably not the most likely sector to run in a high VIX environment, though. You need growth assets to really run and the market to stop being in a position to de-risk before you're going to get real sustainable movement on this shit like that. What the fuck color do I use for this stupid shit? Blue? Sounds good. Alright, what the fuck's next? I think I'm running out of time. 9:01, fuck! I want to finish. Oh, wait, that never sounds good. He just mentioned it. DRV. Let me see what's in the list here. If you're in the list, you got it. All right, JKS, BN, Euronext, CVX. All right, BN. Wait, BN, Euronext. Yeah, I got it. What is that? Food, major, diversified, Euro, Paris. All right. Not looking as good as some of the food guys over here. Not sure if this guy, food, major, diversified, consumer, non-durable. He sounds like a staple, but he isn't looking like the staples. Wow. What a chart. I think that's worth paying attention to, right? Possible correction target. Look at the general track he's doing here. The market continues to de-risk at the speed it's doing, right? Or it stays in a bear market longer than we think. He likely heads towards some kind of contact fucking spot, like, you know, somewhere in the range of this. And that might be where this chills out. So let's take out this trajectory line. And hasn't broken that low yet. So he goes through that low. You're going to end up redrawing the bull flag on this guy to that. So this is a projection. This is not valid because he hasn't broken this yet. He breaks this, it becomes valid. The real valid one is actually going down here, but I'm going to project that he's going there, and I think we wait for this. So I think he just needs some more development, but I don't think he's really one of the guys who's your best of breed to fuck with in this environment. CVX, CVX. Oil, wait, I did oil. Did I just do this shit? I did CVX a while ago. What chart did I just do CVX on? Didn't I do CVX? I did COP. It was oil guys. Same shit. See him? He looks just like fucking COP, right? Ta-da. Whatever I said about COP, apply to this motherfucker too. Analysis over. BA. That looks horrible. BA's over here. There's his OG sheet. So we had this guy, potential bull flag that he might hopefully rotate from with a trigger. He just never did it. Never came up, and things got worse. So this motherfucker is just brought out the rocket that's supposed to take us back to the moon. And God help us if they blow that shit up, we're never getting off the planet. So Space Cash is either now or never. So he's the hope of us going back to the moon. Elon is Mars. And their fucking rocket that's been plagued with fucking issues for the last couple of years is finally up to fucking show that it cannot explode the second it goes off the pad. So this stock is going to hinge a lot on that. They do something stupid in that shit. This just looks set up for fucking Armageddon, doesn't it? So while you're languishing down under here, under what is another good swing level, you know, extreme caution is advised. This is a major swing level to allow the entire rip of 2016 through to the all-time high. That's the level he's sitting under. He rolls off of this, he gets fucking crushed. So again, pay attention to VIX things. BA, Atom, AVEX. Atom, god damn it, I'm retarded. I read the other half. Atom what? USD. I knew that shit. Alright, that's wrecked. So DeFi everything fucking wrecked, right? And this guy now down to a former system. Check this out. He's down to his old system high of 2019. Almost a perfect tag like he did before. Interesting spot for him to get at the speed he's down harder than any other cryptos as DeFi got wrecked on Luna, right? So This guy's completely eviscerated. The problem with this shit is that there's likely some crazy regulations coming towards DeFi and coming towards stablecoins, and they're probably going to be over excessive because of what happened, because the size of the loss is big enough to make them do it. This coin is going to be tied to some amount of news regarding that, and so this I think is a more risky play at this moment. Technically speaking, it's a great location for a bounce if you pay attention to the level when it got contacted. It's already up, on this what looks like 40%. Trying to catch bear market bounces is a fool's game now, right? Like, it's definitely easier to just play a bull run, isn't it? So, or at least short the guy who's a dropper. At this moment, with Adam where he's at, he needs time to sort out that high volatility dump bar he just did to himself and crypto itself as a whole. Can things structure and bounce a little bit here, bounce higher than, even though the market's complete cesspool right now? Yeah, it can. It's a good technical level for it. How high BTC's got to get off that level before it challenges again? That's speculation. But technically speaking, nothing looks great to rush in and say, I got to FOMO this right now. It still seems like it's got time to sort out. This guy can come off of this, and he can bounce a decent range up a bear flag, and he can give you a channel and give you a play that lasts that much, and then completely come the fuck out of it and still fucking wreck you. So it's about being nimble enough to play the right resolutions if you're going to venture into a counter trend trade, right? At some resolution, this is an uptrend, just not this one, maybe down here. And so you have to make sure you define, resolutions right if you're going to play in this extremely volatile situation that's going on here. But again, is this best of breed you could go for in this space? Clearly not. And then AVAX, USDT, whatever the fuck. Let's see. I know I have a chart for you somewhere. There he is. Ah, damn it. So this is what we looked at before. Potential flag. Would he structure out and manage to break up? He faked the break. If you had good risk management and bought a wick, you could have escaped that. We did do the flag we looked for, rotate up, and just never sustained it. Instant 2B, back to the level. If you nano managed this, you could have gotten out pretty quick. But if you just had reasonable, risk management, you shouldn't have taken much damage. And then if you blew the trigger, he blew the fucking 17, the fractal high of 17 cycle for Bitcoin, right? This is very scary. The cycle we're looking at with fucking MicroStrategy is this cycle. Bitcoin is here looking to threaten the 2017 cycle. If it does this and does something like this later, so be it. But the part we're concerned with this fractal is actually just from here where we identified, Sailor structure, right? Sailor structure is inside of that. BTC. Oh, wait, it's not in this chart. It can be faster. Last chart we're doing, so it'll be fast. There it is. I put them on the times 10 to clear it. So if you remember the Sailor fractal we did on Winter After Dark, right? You're here on your way out of this shit now, right? Coming down. We did this actually. I think if we fully vacated this on his way down. And you're paying attention to this right now because the contact low is a former system high target potential. So right now, if you look at this projection we did, don't know that the bottom level has to denote any real fucking anything. It's a projected idea. But he can just bear flag and continue his wave, right? As long as this angle is not threatened, you really shouldn't really bet this down wave's over. And we showed you how you guys deal with a fucking wedge like this in rotation, right? You guys saw that in fucking what? Discord, right? This shit. Just be patient, motherfucker. It's the same shit. Good shit? Guys get all that? Now I'm gonna go fucking collapse. Everybody's good. It's fucking late. It's 9:09. My bad. I just had to get it done. Yeah, ask stuff before the list drops. It gives Destra time to figure out if it's got the right market cap. We don't put small cap stuff on here. Please don't ask like shit coins or extraordinarily thin things. There's people with like crazy ass liquidity that watch this show that will smash a fucking hammer through that shit. So we don't talk about things under $1 billion for that reason. We don't want to move anything. We just want to, entertain plus educate you about markets and also give you accurate shit that never comes out of any other fucking news station because they're all full of shit with sack of shit fucking analysts that don't know anything like Kathy. Get all that? They're liars. And I'm smart enough to tell you that because I'm actually accurate and they're not. Anyways, I hope you motherfuckers do good. 150 came out. Looks like we got to a normal viewership. I was pretty surprised. I expected a lighter viewership. With the situation in spies, like you see it, there's a bit of a like push up on like tech. Pay attention to that bear flag and pay attention to the swing level. I just showed you that the S&P gap through. He gets above that, above his opening. You probably get a chance of like an upside day, and you get some of your growth guys that got beaten, even like Kathy that showed strength, to kind of like basically short squeeze. We stay under that fucking flag and we break through that shit, it just gets worse. You'll likely see full correlation across all risk assets, and you'll see the VIX get strength. Pay attention to that shit. Like I said, for you guys who, if you want to pay attention to the VIX intraday, just watch the UVIXy. That guy will give you a great proxy. So stay safe, motherfuckers. Have a good weekend. I'll catch you guys on Monday. Hopefully I won't be sick as fuck. Peace out. Holy fuck.
Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly.
I'm sweating.
Planning live.
5 shows. Sick. We got it done. Let's hope something in there was good. Jeez, I'm fucking wrecked. Think they liked it? Complicated things. Nothing mean. Yeah, but the way that it stays down.
Yes, actually, the way they worded it, it was like, oh, this is what it is. But they won't look into it like, oh,
I have
that's
a
what they
whole if I don't, they take it lightly. People listen, but I actually went back.
Yeah, Mark, I can't even believe that you put that on the screen and say,
It's just the way you say things. I said things publicly.
But I can tell that they're not going to think anything of it.
I'll pass by. I just made fun of people who don't believe in shorting. They didn't take it for what it really was. I just dangled that in front of everybody.
Yeah, you did look at the name before you.
It's hilarious. It's like,
Yeah.
will you actually use it? I know it's a hot mic, stupid. That's a fucking post credit, bitch. Listen.
Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin
Hey,
shortly.
so it's post credit. Yeah, we know. Whoever's listening to this, pay attention. Fractions are hot.
Planning live.
We know what we're doing, motherfucker. We've done this before. Yeah, when I would take a shot, I'm about to pass the fuck out. Nobody takes anything I say seriously. Don't you get this fucking show yet? That's the whole damn joke
That's
of
the whole
it.
gag of the brand.
We're just idiots. Nobody believes anything. How do you think we do this fucking show this way? For fucking years. There's 380 of these. You think anyone's listening? No,
You know how many
motherfucker.
valuable moments are in all the old shows that we keep telling everyone to watch?
Nobody watches any of that crap. You don't even pay attention to this crap. I'm just gonna keep talking shit till the bell opens if you sit here. How about them apples? Do I have another back screen? I do. I can talk through this screen too, you son of a bitch. Now what? Now you gotta stare at my fucking gauntlet. How you like them apples? With background music, motherfucker.
There's background music.
That's right. Nah, it's pretty funny. But yeah. Pay a fucking attention, bitch!
Welcome.
Damn, we have a lot. Really? I think the other one was a little better. We enjoyed it.
Really? I can't find it now.
Listen, if you guys don't start paying attention, shit's gonna get real fucking weird on this show.
You don't want that. Director Vale's already got fucking extra moves planned.
I had a
It can be
ravioli.
this crazy. You want people to realize you watch this shit to get market intel, motherfucker? You're gonna be the one that has to explain yourself, not me.
This is what you want to show your family?
This is what I do. I already am like this. You go around showing your family you making decisions for people, listen to shit like this, ain't my fucking problem.
This is what you're putting the kids' college fund into?
Your children are depending on you to make quality decisions. This is not a quality decision. When the Sardine Gang, I haven't found a good sardine mask yet, but I'm working on it. But my Lime Gang status is fucking fire, bitches. Fuck your Lime Gang shit. This is Lime Gang times 10. Motherfucker. Bitches. Fractions. Fucker. Alright, I think we're done. I'm gonna go pass out in the shower now.
Okay.
Good luck, motherfuckers. Peace out.
Bye.
Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly.